Most managers are experts in their field: operations, sales, HR, or marketing. But when it comes to finance, many feel like they're reading a foreign language. Yet, every business decision eventually shows up in the numbers. Today, we'll unpack Finance for Non-Financial Managers by Gene Siciliano, a step-by-step guide to making sense of financial information so you can lead with confidence. Gene Siciliano is a veteran financial consultant, trainer, and speaker. He's worked with hundreds of companies to teach managers the fundamentals of finance in plain English. His mission is simple: give non-financial managers the tools to understand, interpret, and use financial information to make smarter business decisions. The book is a practical guide that explains the essentials: financial statements, cash flow, budgets, and key performance ratios, and connects them directly to the daily decisions managers make. Instead of overwhelming theory, Siciliano focuses on clarity and real-world application. 1. The language of business. Finance is the common language of decision-making in any organization. Managers who can explain ideas using financial terms gain credibility with senior leaders. Example: instead of saying, "This project will make customers happier," frame it as, "This project is expected to increase customer retention by 10%, which adds $1.2 million in recurring revenue." 2. Understanding the income statement. The income statement shows revenue, expenses, and profit. In other words, whether the business is making or losing money. Siciliano breaks down each line: sales, cost of goods sold, operating expenses, and net income. Example: if a sales manager pushes for discounts to close deals, they can see how this reduces gross profit and ultimately weakens the bottom line. 3. The balance sheet, a snapshot of financial health. The balance sheet lists what the company owns, its assets, what it owes, its liabilities, and what's left for owners, its equity. It helps managers understand the organization's stability and capacity for growth. Example: a manager considering a new lease for equipment should know how it increases liabilities and impacts the debt-to-equity ratio. 4. Cash flow, the lifeblood of business. Cash flow is different from profit. A company can show strong profits on paper but still fail if cash runs out. Siciliano highlights the importance of timing, when cash comes in from customers versus when it must go out to pay suppliers and employees. Example: approving a large customer order with 120-day payment terms can create a cash crunch, even if it looks profitable. 5. Budgeting as a management tool. Budgets aren't just about controlling costs. They're roadmaps that align resources with strategy. The book shows managers how to create realistic budgets, track performance, and adjust when needed. Example: if a marketing campaign is over budget but not delivering expected leads, a manager learns to reallocate funds quickly instead of waiting until year-end. 6. Financial ratios and analysis. Ratios translate numbers into insights. Gross margin shows profitability, current ratio reveals liquidity, and debt-to-equity highlights financial risk. These tools help managers spot trends and risks before they become crises. Example: a declining current ratio signals the company may struggle to pay short-term bills, prompting managers to slow spending or speed up collections. 7. Linking finance to strategic decisions. Every operational choice has a financial impact. Siciliano emphasizes the need to think company-wide, not just department-wide. Example: hiring more staff may improve service in one team, but can increase payroll costs that affect company profitability overall. Here are some takeaways for managers. 1. Finance is not just for accountants, it's for every manager. 2. Learn to read financial statements as tools for decision-making. 3. Always track cash flow. Profit means little without cash in the bank. 4. Use budgets and ratios proactively, not reactively. 5. The more financially fluent you are, the more effective and credible you'll be as a leader. Finance tells the story of every business. Gene Siciliano's Finance for Non-Financial Managers helps you understand that story and write better chapters as a manager. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other reviews for tools to grow as an inspired manager. Thank you.